of gratitude practices. And this goes from super easy to what I do, which is a little more complicated. These are just ideas, and I want to be very clear about this. Somebody I used to know would say something that I really like. He said, eat the meat and spit out the bones. So listen to what I'm saying. Grab a hold of anything that you like, which would be the meat, and spit everything else out. That goes with anybody you listen to. There's always going to be some things that work for you and not work for you. So in this situation, just consume the meat and spit out the bones. Okay, so the first one I just learned not too long ago, and it's popcorn gratitude. I was interviewing a gal named Anat Perry, and Anat is a coach, and she coaches a lot of people through mindset. And she was just sharing her gratitude practice with me, which is so easy. It's called popcorn gratitude. Very quick. It might take 30 seconds to a minute. And for most people, you can fit in 30 seconds to a minute. So it might be a really great starting point for you to start your practice in gratitude. And remember, I always say, when you want to do a new practice, start with it. Very small chunks and make it very easy. So popcorn gratitude is literally just rattling things off you're thankful for in a random order. It's just a free flow state. You can do it anywhere. So you can do it driving to work. If you commute, you can do it on the walk from the bathroom to your office. If you don't commute, it's really quick. Just let your mind flow through, but try and stay focused on just things you're thankful for and say them out loud. I'm thankful for. I say I'm grateful for, or thank you for. And that's the way I do it. And then I know some people who say, God, thank you for, if they're a believer, or they might say, universe, thank you for, or whatever it is. But for me, I say I am grateful for, and I go through this list. But just the popcorn, it can be 2-3 things. Just start small. The one that I hear the most often that people use is a gratitude journal. And this is where I tried to start. And I want to say that writing things down is incredibly powerful. In fact, it really helps the mind process. It does some, what I would call some magical things inside of your head, and helps you move through things quite a bit faster. So journaling and writing are a very powerful tool. And I would encourage anybody who thinks that they can do this to start with this. If you think the popcorn gratitude is too simple and you think a gratitude journal would be easy, start with this, but start small. It's very easy to start. It's really fast if you already journal or have a daily planner. I used to use a daily planner, and there was a little 3 things I'm thankful for section, and I would just fill them out. And so what I like about the writing part is there is some physiological, psychological things that happen when you write. And so you're tapping into a greater source. But another thing is that you actually have something to look back on. It's a great reflection tool. Maybe you go back a year and look at the things that you're grateful then, and then look at the things you're grateful now. It's a beautiful way to kind of see where you've come in your mind, in the way that you view the world. And you will actually be really encouraged typically when that is the case. So that's a really great one. I would start with 3 if I were you, but that's one that a lot of people really love. And I'm actually working on integrating some sort of writing in my gratitude practice. But let me talk to you about the next one. And the one that I learned from John Gordon, which is called he calls it a thankful walk. I call it a gratitude walk. So he talks about this in his book, The Energy Bus, which I think you need to listen to. You either can listen to it, he reads it, or you can read it. I've done both. And you can also listen to him on Positive You podcast. But what he talks about is he goes for a 10-minute walk, and that entire walk, he's giving thanks. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's how I started. This is more difficult because you have to develop a time to do this, and you need to make it a routine. And so I started my walks thinking, okay, I'm going to spend 10 minutes doing thankfulness or gratitude. And it was ridiculously hard. So I actually had to turn it down to about 5 minutes. And so I would just walk, and I actually did this out loud, not super loud, just kind of on, under my breath, just quietly, and started rattling things off I was thankful for. And it was tedious, and it was hard, and it felt weird. But once I kind of got the 5 minutes down and developed it as a routine that I almost felt like I couldn't miss, then I bumped it up to 10 minutes.